Okay, this is another one that I'm doing today. I've already gone over your medical bug out kits. This is just here to kind of show you how this works with my bug out bag. First off, my bug out bag is by Field Line Tactical. It's a pretty good bag. I've had a couple of bags. This is probably as big as I'm going to go and probably the best bag I'm going to have. The reason I have the medical bag here is to show you how the mole or the molly gear will actually work with the bag. It'll tie right into it. Some of the other things I've got on here will get relocated if need be, or I can just use the strap and strap it to the top of the bag. Okay, so we'll get the medical bag out of the way for a quick couple minutes, and we'll start tearing into this one. Okay, a couple of things right off the bat. Let me see if you can see them real good. Yeah, we're okay. The front waist strap has a place for molly gear, so I've got a couple of mags on there so they're quick and accessible. The front strap also has a chest strap on it, so you can have a waist strap and a chest strap. Up here on the top end of the chest strap, this is a pepper spray, and the purpose of the pepper spray is if I end up with dogs or people that I don't want to use lethal means to protect them. Let me adjust this a little bit. There we go. I've got my pepper spray. Okay. Let me flip the bag around here. Okay. Get my butcher paper out of the way. Okay. The tops of this bag have Velcro straps so you can bring an antenna out or a camel hose so you can get your water out. Okay, that's on both sides. That's a really nice function of the bag. Okay. There's my camel hose coming out the other side. This strap lets me go ahead and pull it around. Now when I've got the bag on, I actually take the mouthpiece and I'll put it over on the other side. Also on the other front side, I've got a 1-quart canteen with the canteen cup, and just for giggles I put a P38, I call them P39, it's a little bigger than P38 on there, just so I always have something to open cans. That's just an invaluable tool. You can never go wrong by carrying such a lightweight piece of equipment. Okay, the bag has multiple different sections of the bag. I don't even think I'm maximizing the use of the bag, just with what I've got going on. This is the top. Again, we've got the mole gear stuff. I found these are hand grenade pouches. It's a 3-pouch kit. I found them at a gun show. They were like $5 for this little setup, and it works really good. Now, okay, I had something in this one. I don't remember what it was, but now it's not there. It's probably my compass that I moved up front. Okay, I've got fishing. Here's my little fishing bait. Here's a bag of weights and hooks. Here's some plastic lures and worms. When you're out and about and you're in a bug out situation, you can't carry all the food you're going to need. So what I say is, if you can come across a creek or a river that's got fish in it, when you bed down to get some rest, put out your lures and your stuff like that so you can get some fishing done. Try to stretch your food. Okay. Other bag here we go. Okay. I've got a desiccant packet in here, and in here I've got a couple of yo-yos. Now, I'm a big fan of yo-yos. I don't use them much. They're really just for survival means. I live in the state of Texas, and yo-yos are illegal to use but not illegal to have. In the state of Louisiana, last I heard, you could use them, and they use them quite a bit. The theory behind the yo-yo, I'll go ahead and pull one out and go over this real quick, is you take a string and you tie the yo-yo up into a tree or on a limb, and then here you have your little leader. And what you do is you basically send this line out with your hook and your little leader on it, and hook and bait, whatever you're going to use, and then you just take this little hook. Oh, didn't make it. Let's go to the next one. And it just sets it. And this line will sit out there in the water, and it'll just sit there and go down the current, and when a fish grabs it, it'll set that hook, and that fish will be on, and you've got the fish. Okay? That's the theory on how that works. It's good size string. It's about like 550 cord, so it's pretty neat. Again, I'm a big fan of let your equipment do work for you so you don't have to do everything. Let's see if I can get all the air back out of this thing. Another one of the things is anytime I come up on desiccant packets, I try to hold on to them so I can pack them with my gear. Some of this stuff I don't want my string rotting over time or my yo-yos or anything getting bad. On the top here, I have a rifle cleaning kit. It just got thrown on there. It'll move around wherever I want later on. I'm not really worried about it. On the top here, I just grabbed some parachute cord, some 550 cord. Got it on there just as extra, so it's handy. Okay, spin the back sideways a little bit. Let's see if you can see it. Spin my little lens around here. Okay. Now, this bag is actually set up almost like an infantryman's bag. I can put a radio in here if I needed to. Or if I come up with something else that I need, I can put it in there. If I need to get out quick, I can put my poncho liner in there and get out. Okay? Alright, I'm going to stand the bag up here. Let's see if this works. See if I can stay out of the shadow. Maybe not. Alright, I'm going to open the bag up. First pouch. And you can pack yours however you want. This is just how I happen to have mine. Okay. First off, I got my boonie hat in there. Got a can of Sterno. Now here I've got just an assortment bag of sugar and creamers and coffees. Now I stay in hotels a lot. I got some teas in here too, some sweet and low stirs. I stay in hotels a lot. This stuff is free. I go ahead and take it. Let's see, I've got some crushed pepper up here from Pizza Hut. I just save all that kind of condiment stuff because if I'm out there and I need it, I mean, in the morning or whenever I wake up and getting ready to head out again from wherever I'm stranded, I can have coffee. The pepper I like to put on food. If I catch some fish or squirrels or something, I'll use pepper to help give it taste. Also, the pepper in your system will ooze out through your pores, help keep mosquitoes down. Okay. I've got a water bottle in here. I've got a whole bunch of zip ties, different colors. I've got blacks and grays. It really doesn't matter. Preferably, I get the 2 foot to, or the 1 foot to 2 foot. This is just one of the water bottles that's going to be in here. You can use those zip ties for holding up your poncho, doing whatever. Those are always nice to have, and they don't weigh anything. I've got a pocket here that's empty. I haven't filled it. Of course, I'm already at close to 50 pounds. Of course, I've got my 550 cord. Always have 550 cord. Now I'll switch pockets. Put this one over here. Put that 550 cord over here. Get it out of the way. Close my Velcro strap. All right. Reach in here. Got a couple granola bars. 90 calories, chocolate chunk, oatmeal oats, just real quick fast food. Now, when it hits the fan, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a bunch of this stuff and I'm going to move it to the front of the bag or into my vest so that I have quick access to this. I don't have to stop to get to that stuff. Okay? Got this other little pouch here. Now, what I've got here is these are just snack bags, Ziploc bags. I'm a big fan of, again, like the fish, if you're out and you're about and you see blackberries, raspberries, any kind of berries that's an edible fruit, eat what you can right there real quick, back some up, stick it in a loose pocket to where it's not going to get squished. You can eat some more later. So you want to get as much in calories as you can. Okay, let's pull all this out. Let's see. We got hand warmers. Got to have hand warmers if it gets cold. If need be, you can actually use it to help warm your food by putting it on the side of your canteen cup. An emergency blanket. These are a couple dollars at Walmart. All of this. These hand warmers are dirt cheap. Just go to Walmart and check those out. Those are crazy. Okay. Then I have a rain poncho. Just a cheap Walmart poncho. These are not really great ponchos, but they do work. I use them for a shelter half or whatever. It was cheap. I've had it in here for a while. I just left it in there. Okay. Now, something else I've done is I've got my different county maps and I've got routes to different places and I keep them in this Ziploc bag. This, when it hits the fan, this pouch right here is going to go up in my vest. So this will be in my vest, so I'll have access to it at all times. This just, if I'm wandering in and I happen to be moving through at night and all of a sudden I stop for the night and I wake up the next morning, if I know a crossroad and I can find it on the map, I'll know where I'm at. So keep maps in your bags. Okay? We're going to come up top here, see what we got up here. Okay, here we have an old medicine bag, an old medicine bottle, I'm sorry. And looks a little juicy in there because it's Texas, it's 100 degrees outside. Really small cotton balls. I've got regular cotton balls and I've got these really tiny ones that I found. And I bought them up by mistake, but I'm going to go ahead and use them. Well, what I did was I rolled them all in Vaseline and filled this bottle. I've probably got about 20 or 30 cotton balls soaked in Vaseline. These will burn for about 5 minutes each to get your fire going. Really good source for a fire starter. It's right there. It doesn't weigh anything. So that's a good way to go there. Okay. Lighters. Okay. Again, I'm a big fan of pill bottles. I've told everybody that. I like my little Brookshire's pill bottles because I'm in Northeast Texas. And then when I'm at the grocery store, I'll look and I'll say, hey, look, there's some little bitty lighters. You know, they're like $5 for $1 or $5 for a couple bucks. And look, they fit in there just fine. I've got some taller pill bottles that I use for taller lighters. Happen to have some right here. Counter right next to it. Okay. Okay. Now, the reason I put the lighters in pill bottles is a couple of reasons. If the lighter's just bouncing around in your box, you can accidentally depress the thing and let the gas out. We've got two things there. Now we have a lighter that has no gas, which is only almost totally worthless except for the flint. Okay? But the other thing is, it's filling your bag with gas. So should you happen to walk by an open flame, a vehicle burning, whatever, you know, however you want to look at it, your bag is leaking gas. That's not a good thing. So always put your lighters in pill bottles. And again, there's the two different sizes of pill bottles, baby lighters, and I can get 3 baby lighters in there, I think, and 2 tall lighters. Okay, so that's the one that stays with that. Okay, let's see what else we got. Okay, this is some small trot line string. I can use it for anything. I can use it obviously for catching fish. I may use it for a leader when I do my fishing with my yo-yos. I can use it to tie stuff up, tarps, shelter halves, so on and so forth. Not a bad thing to have. And look, it just jumps right in there and doesn't weigh anything. Put my lighters back in there. Got my roll of electrical tape. Love electrical tape. Good for all kinds of stuff. That and duct tape. Okay, this is just the outer pocket so far. So, put my sterno back in there. Paper keeps rolling down back here. Okay. Oh, didn't get my hat in there. And I know this may not be as professional as some people like, but then again, I'm just trying to give people an idea of some ideas on what they can do. Okay. I'm going to unsnap this. These straps here really just keep this bag tight and let this go loose. So this is kind of nice. Now, I got the molly gear here set up, so that's going to be nice. Probably where my rifle cleaning kit needs to go. We're going to open this up. Now, I got a couple different things going here. I'm not the Rambo type. This is a bayonet for an M4 or an AR. The reason I've got other knives, but I like this knife. I'm not going to go fix bayonet on anything. That's just asinine. If I've got to do that, I'm going to use a rifle as a club. Okay, the reason I like this knife is because once I clip it on my belt, I can actually detach the knife and the case from my belt. So this will actually, when it hits the fan, this is going on my person. It will come out of my bag. Okay, now something else nice about this knife is when you open it up, we've got some saw teeth here. We've got a nice blade there, nice sharp blade, good point. Sharpening stone on the back. But what I really like about this knife is it's got a screwdriver tip here for prying or running screws, but if you put that knife in there, it becomes wire cutters. Okay, I've got other knives, but they don't perform this function. Okay, I may have some with a saw blade on the back. They don't have wire cutters on them. Okay, they also, I can't use them as a hammer with the back end. It won't go on my rifle if I absolutely needed to. If I needed to stab something, a fish or something, use my weapon as a spear, I could. Okay? Kind of far-fetched, but it's multi-purpose. Okay. Now, these I think are really important. These are gel bandanas. I believe this is a do-rag, actually. And you get these at Walmart. They're a couple of dollars. I like to stick with dark colors. I've got some of these in camo and green, but they're in my more field gear that I use all the time. Okay. Basically, you just put this in water. It's got a gel in it, and it's a cooling hat. So this thing will swell up. It'll sit there and it'll wick. It's cold, so it'll cool your head down while you're out. Again, I'm here in Texas, so I got to do everything I can to try to stay cool. I don't want to be out in Sweetwater trying to head back to Northeast Texas. It's a 5-hour drive, so I don't even want to contemplate what the walk is. Okay, we're going to go in here a little farther. Okay, here's a limb saw. Okay, open it up, lock the blade down. It's a great limb saw. Obviously this one's been used. It's got my name on it. It's got a little place I can put some string on it, so if I drop it I don't have to climb back down to get it. Okay, just a really good saw, pretty cheap. I can't tell who makes it. Ameristat Quality Hunting is who made this one. It works pretty good. They're pretty inexpensive, so if you can get one, that's fine. Just use it, put it in your bag. I like having it so I can use it for whatever I need when I'm in the field. Okay, again, here's the really long wire ties, the zip ties. Nice to have. All right. Now this bag has got multiple more pockets inside. I just don't happen to use those pockets yet. I don't know what I would use them for, but having the pockets and the accessories is really nice. Now I want to say this is probably my third bug out bag. My bug out bag started smaller and they progressively got larger. Just because my need, oh, it's my cooling cap restriction, let me stick that in. I saw that I was going too far away and I wasn't going to have enough equipment, so I didn't like that. Okay, let's see, I see something right here I want to go over real quick. Alright, we go up here on the top. It's got a little thing for glasses. I got a compass up there with a string on it so I don't lose my compass. I've got, oh, see, you can't see it. Okay, here's my compass with a string. Here's a headlamp. Okay, that goes in the top pocket here. Cram it back in there so I can keep my stuff secure. Alright, that's done. Now, something else nice about this bag, I'm going to try to stay out of the light here. There's my camel pack. It's also got a little back brace here for my back to keep whatever's poking inside my bag off of me. But it's got a little plate in here. It's plastic that kind of smooths everything out. But I got my camel pack right there. And this is a gel pack, so if I actually had time and I knew I was going to use it, which is not really going to happen, I can actually freeze this water pack, this water bladder, and it will keep the water cold for a time. But that's not the purpose of this bag. Okay. Spin the bag around. Let's go for the other pocket. Okay, I'm going to release these. Okay, open this side. All right, here we go with our bottles of water, because I cram all extra space with water. Okay, my little poncho. It's really, really lightweight. This is probably even more lightweight than the one I had when I was in the service, but it's got all the strings. It's that pattern right there. It's the digital. I like it. I just got it. I haven't used it. Actually, I think I used it once on an FTX just to cover up with. Here is some Spider Mono line, 12-pound test, good for the creeks. So I'm good there. Put that back in. Now, a bunch of y'all have seen these at Walmart. It's just a little pair of binoculars. They don't weigh anything. They don't take up any room. I've never used these. I mean, I played with them when I first got them, okay? They're just little Tasco 1025s. The reason I bought them was specifically for this bag. I don't like to work out of my bag, out of this bag. This is a bag for an emergency, so I don't use anything out of it. If I need binoculars for hunting or doing something else, I've got stuff for that. I don't want to work out of this bag, because what's going to happen is Murphy's Law says that I'll use something and then 2 days later something will happen and I will have needed that device. And binoculars are just something I think you should always carry. You never know what you're going to get into, so you got to be able to look ahead of you. All right, this is going to be pretty intense here. This thing's going to throw up on me. Okay, there's more bottles of water falling. Okay, a couple more bottles of water. Set those off to the side. Toilet paper. Don't leave home without it. 2 rolls. I got a desiccant packet in there. When you get them, go ahead and squish them down. They're not going on a roller, so it's not like it really matters. Okay, got my little fleece hat, keep me warm. Some of this stuff doesn't actually get rotated in and out, some does. That, I don't care even if it's summertime, it gets cold at night, or it can get cold at night, so you're going to want to keep that. Okay, this is my clothes. I've got camis in here, top and bottoms. I've got socks, underwear, 2-3 pairs of each, a couple of t-shirts, pants, whatever I'm wearing, which for me is typically jeans and a work t-shirt. I'll change in and out of that, and you got to be able to rotate your clothes, clean your socks, hang them on your bag while you're bugging out to wherever you're going. Keep your stuff dry, keep your feet dry. Your feet are very important to you. Okay, now back here we've got more water. There's 4 more bottles of water. I've got 3 MREs complete. I don't break them open, I just leave them alone. Up here is my poncho liner. Yep, that's all that's in there. Then we're gonna come up top here. All right, let's see what else I got in there. Another map for the area. This one's got a little bit of laminate on it. Nice little map, put that away. I don't need it right now, but I've got it. And that's a little different than the other map. The other map ran multiple counties. Okay, here I have a toothbrush. I think it's a Bugs Bunny or something toothbrush. Here's all of my hotel soaps. A little toothpaste, shampoos, body washes, all that kind of stuff. All this stuff comes out of hotels. So when I stayed in these hotels, I essentially paid for all of this stuff. Now I know that I have some of all of this stuff in my medical bag, but that medical bag I try to stay out of, and I work out of this bag. Now the medical bag, if I just wanted to wash my hands real quick, I could use the soap out of there. This bag is only going to get open when I'm done for the day, or when I set up for the night, however you want to look at it. Okay, so that's why I've got stuff. I have duplicates of certain things. If I lose my medical bag, I can go to this bag for a lot of my medical needs. Okay, open this pocket up. Okay, here's one of my things that I always say is Ziploc bags. There were Ziploc bags we found elsewhere in this bag. Berries, fruit, anything, put it in here. If you squish it, that's fine. You can lick the bag out if you need to. You need your calories, you need your energy. So carry plenty of these bags. Me and Bob Main have talked about it. He likes contractor grade bags, trash bags. Those are good. Okay. These are just little cheap, Walmart water flavored drink mixes. That's fine. Don't put them in your canteen, but if you do want to put them in your water bottles, that's fine. In my vest, in my tactical vest that's in my vehicle, I have an 8-ounce bottle like this of nothing but Pool Shock, and that's my chlorine base for purifying water. So I put a little bit of that in each one. I'll drain these bottles into my Camel Pack so I know it's clean. Then I can put creek water in these bottles of water, put a little bit of the bleach in there, the chlorine base, and it'll clean that water. Okay, now that water can have a little bit of a chlorine taste, or it can have a little bit of a swampy taste, or it may have, who knows what it's going to have. Okay, at least I can make it taste good, or taste better than it would have. Okay, so just something a little for the morale there. Let's see what else we got. And then I've got one of my camouflage baseball hats. So this bag probably needs to get re-updated a little bit. It's at 50 pounds, so I don't know how much more updated it can get. It's heavy enough as it is. Got those water bottles back in there. That boonie hat. And right now this bag looks really loose, the way all this stuff's going in there. But when I lay it down here, get the canteen out of the way, try to zip this thing back up. So far it looks like it's going a bit good. Now I'm on the other side. Now it's not going to go so great. And this is just, I do a lot of duplicates. So I've got a bunch of stuff that I've got 2 of, compasses, that kind of stuff. I got my fishing gear. I'll strap these back up now. Now when I do this, I usually loosen it first to snap it. And then cinch it down. This is a really good bag. It lets me, gives me all this expansion room, even if I don't need it. This bag pushing 50 pounds, and then you turn around and do my vest, my medical bag, all of that. It becomes quite heavy. It's a lot of gear. So there you go. That's kind of the gist of my version of a bug out bag. Now this bag is just for me. I mean, I've got a good amount of water. I also carry a case of water in my vehicle. So with this bag here, what I'm going to do initially is reorganize everything exactly the way I've got it. Right now I've got it set up to where it's not going to fall out and I don't have all this stuff getting snagged in my vehicle. But when it hits the fan, I'm going to get the case of water out of the back of my vehicle, and I'm going to fill my bladder. I'm going to fill my canteen. I'm going to crush those bottles, put them in a pocket that's not so full, so then I can use those bottles to clean more water. Grab your creek water, do your chlorine base, get that all done. So this was just kind of a quick one on the bug out bag and how it works. And it snaps there. This snaps here. Got some pads. It's got good drainage on the bottom in case it gets full of water. This pouch was not actually supposed to be for this canteen, but I liked it because I can carry my canteen cup. Oh, look here right there. I just saw something else. Yep, my water purification tablets. And let's see, we have, doesn't say how many are in there. Feel here for instructions. Let's look at this. I just did the instructions, but it doesn't tell me how many are in there. Nope, I don't see it, and I don't want to waste your time. You can get them at Walmart. They're a couple bucks. So that's kind of nice. That probably needs to go in a pill case. I'll do that here in a minute. So, there's your bug out bag. Take your bug out bag, put it with your first aid kit. Now you're dealing with your weapons, everything else. You can see it can get pretty ugly pretty quick, and this is all on foot. I got my jungle boots in my bag with my clothes. Those give me really good ankle support, plus whatever boots I'll be wearing at the time, which I try to stay good with the ankle support on that. Alright, so that was just kind of quick down and dirty on the bug out bag and how that works and what my setup is. Everybody's got a little bit different setup. I'm not bugging out, I'm bugging out of where I'm at, and I'm trying to get home. I live at my retreat, so this is just some of the stuff that I got going on. Alright, well, just shoot me some comments, let me know what you think, and if you see something that you do different, let me know. I'm always looking for input on this stuff. Alright, thank you much, and there you have it.